Hey YouTube, Coppersan here, thanks for tuning in again. So MapleStory has a lot of classes, but not that many tier lists. So how do I know which class is the most awesome? I don't know. So I was like, you know what, this seems to be all the rage on YouTube. Let's just make a tier list for the most awesome character. So of course this is rating the most awesome character, so it's a little bit opinionated, even though I'll do my best to not put my opinion too much on the front and mainly focus on the facts. So let's get started. Let's get started with Ark. Ark is the newest class, or one of the newest classes in MapleStory, and he is actually pretty awesome. He is possessed by spirit, he is edgy, he does a lot of damage, he reminds me a little bit of the old Infighter class, so therefore Ark is definitely beer tier. I said beer, but I meant B. It's going great, great start already. Up next is Kadena, the class that was released previously to Ark. She's also edgy, which is definitely a plus. Plus he uses chains, and not to bring my opinion too much to the front, but chains really excite me. So therefore Kadena is definitely A tier, easy. Up next is arguably one of the best classes in MapleStory, Pink Bean. Pink Bean is pink, he's squishy, he likes to cosplay, what's not to love, easy, S tier, without a doubt. Up next are the Thieves. This is both for bandits and assassins because they don't have their own little image, so this is just both both Thieves. It's the same for the Magicians and the Warriors, they're all the same image. I'm sorry for that. Blame MapleStory. Assassins and Thieves are pretty OG, they're one of the original classes, plus they invented Flash Jump, so because of that they're definitely B tier at the moment. Just for that. I think that's fair. Then there is the Battle Mage. I main a Battle Mage, and in my opinion they're definitely S tier because they're just really fun to play. That's why I main them. They're super easy to control, they do a lot of damage, they do solo damage, they do all the other damage. Plus they're edgy, they have Grim Reaper skills, black skills, woo. So definitely S tier. Pretty on par with Pink Bean, I would say. Talking about edgy characters, there's another one, the Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, well, I believe he was actually one of the classes introduced. If you like hit control a lot of times, you would do like different attacks. So because of that, I think he's pretty much B tier. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like Demon Slayer, nice. Up next are the Dual Blades. He's like a thief, but he wears two blades instead of one. So that definitely puts him above regular thieves in my opinion. So A tier for Dual Blade. Then there is Xenon. Xenon is this android dude who can swap his main skill for like other different skills. He's not that exciting, so I want to rate him quite low, but he does use an chain/whip. So because of that, he definitely gets D tier. Then there are just the regular magicians. This is for bishops, for fire, ice, lightning, all these type of mages. Bishops are awesome. They heal me, they give me blessing, they give me a holy symbol. So because of that, I made the image a bit bigger, and they're gonna go into C tier for now. I like mages. Mages are cool. Talking about not cool mages, this is basically just a botter. Like all the botters used to be these fire blaze wizards, so they're definitely being F tier. I don't like bots, so nope, nothing for you. Oof, Demon Avenger. So I actually really liked Avengers Endgame. So because of that, and because it's basically the same as Demon Slayer, except it uses HP, we're gonna put him in B tier. I think that's fair. So next up is the Thunderbreaker. Thunderbreakers break thunder, which is quite cool. They also have shark skills. So I like sharks. Sharks are nice. I like jaws. But they're not that cool. They did link skills though, one of the first characters or classes. So let's just say they're in D tier at the moment. Then there is Kana. Kana gives you Kishin, which is obviously puts already quite high in the tier list. Plus, she has one of her skills, summons a giant foot, and I kind of have a thing for feet. So A tier for Kana. I think that's pretty fair. Mechanics, does anyone still play a mechanic, to be honest? They have a lot of machine gun-like skills. They used to have a hammer skill, which is actually, yeah, they used to have a hammer skill. Hammers are pretty cool, so I'm definitely gonna rank mechanic as a D tier. Then there is the Wild Hunter. Okay, listen up. Wild Hunter, you get to ride a Jaguar, you get to dismount a Jaguar, but your Jaguar will still fight for you. Wild Hunters are freaking awesome. Plus, they're actually, I think, one of the strongest classes at the moment, no joke. So, definitely A tier. Kinesis, or Kinesis, because he uses telekinesis. Get it? It's a pun. To be fair, he's a mage, but he doesn't really use real magic, because telekinesis is just a form of not magic. So therefore, E tier. He did use it was one of the first and only classes, I think, to use a new engine, but still, not that great. Aaron. I have a lot of respect for Aaron. Aaron used to be a guy, then he changed to a female, then he became male again, and I think now it's canon that Aaron is female, which I really respect to go through so much hassle, so therefore B tier. Alright, so actually I have level 205 Evan. I'm currently doing the job advancement just to get back in the game. And Evan is a farmer's boy, but he gets to ride a dragon. He gets to shoot fire while riding the dragon. And because of that, A tier. Dragons, man, what can I say? Then there is the old black mage apprentice, Luminous, who uses both light and dark magic. He's half edgy. So because he's half edgy and yeah, just because of that, I'm gonna put him in a C. Then there is Mercedes. So Mercedes, whatever. I personally like Audis a lot more, so E tier for me. Then there is, oh, Michael. Michael is one of the only job instructors of the Knights of Cygnus that ever got his own class. So he's, I respect that. I respect that he took the leap. So therefore he's gonna be C class. He also used to have a skill that shoots lasers. I don't think the skill's there anymore, so he used to be pretty cool. Nowadays he just uses some kind of sword stuff, so he's okay. Then there is, Phantom has a lot of personality going for him. He used to date the Empress of the Maple World, which is pretty lit to be honest, so therefore he's gonna be A tier for sure. Next up is Shade, my man Shade. Everyone forgot about him for a reason. This character is freaking boring. He doesn't even follow the same Maple like Mercedes, Aaron, Phantom, Luminous, Evan, like Maple, their first letters. He does, what's Shade? Maple doesn't do anything, man. E tier. No, actually, no, F tier. Forget it. Then there is Blaster. I don't like Blaster. That's just my opinion, of course. But seriously, playing Blaster kind of feels like reading through the manual of an IKEA, whatever. Like an IKEA manual, because you have to like roll over the keyboard and then you have to do certain combinations. I don't get it. Maybe my brain is just too small, but definitely F tier for me. Then there is Kaiser. I made this image a bit smaller because he is a large image though. But he also is a dragon, and he doesn't summon dragons though, so he's not like can ride them, so he's not as cool as Evan. But because he is part dragon, he definitely is a lot cooler, so I'm gonna rate him B tier. B tier, wow, throwing some Dutch words in there, all words, letters. Pronunciation. Then there is Angelic Buster. She's quite pink, gender locked, shouts a lot of pew 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 every time you auto attack. So because of that, D tier. Zero. Zero is actually two characters in one, not zero, so therefore he's lying to me, so F tier. Then there is Ilium. Ilium, I think, of all the new classes that were released, like what, last year, Ilium was definitely the one with the least hype. I can see why. He's just pretty boring and not that strong to play. Also, another edgy character, like really? Nah, I've seen my fair share of those. Oof! Next one is Jet. So Jet is a cowboy. Cowboys are cool, but she's from space, which is arguably even cooler. She does steal all the skills from the Corsair though, so because of that, I don't know, man. It's just not that cool. So D tier. D tier is fair. Then there is the Bowman. So Bowmans used to be pretty lit. They had Arrow Rain, they were the ones who pioneered Hurricane, like a Hurricane type skill. But they only got Soul Arrow after the second job, which was kind of boring because then you would have to get like new arrows and stuff. And they were not that cool, but they're okay, I guess, so C tier is fair. Then there is the regular pirates. So I have a Corsair, and they're pretty boring to be honest. They're also quite squishy. They did pioneer one of the first skills where you could glide. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, let's put them in E tier at the moment. They're not too lit at the moment. Another pirate is Cannoneer. Now Cannoneer, on the other hand, he is lit. Like this guy who has a monkey as a friend. He shoots cannons. I believe his fifth job skill is just shooting a massive cannonball into the map. So yeah, C tier. Definitely higher than the regular pirates, I would say. Then there is the Dawn Warrior. Dawn Warriors. Yeah, well, I guess Mihai was kind of their instructor or something like that, so they're probably like somewhere in between D and E tier. DC and D tier, they're not the best, but they're not that weak either. Then there is the Wind Archer. It's an archer that uses wind and arrows. I don't really... this class is okay. I've seen like some Maplers from YouTube playing this character. He seems pretty cool, but then again, his skills are quite green. And actually, yeah, as a Dutch person, I like green stuff. So that's C. Between C and D, there you go. Fair enough. Then we have Thunderbreaker again, but this time with the updated splash art. So now this Thunderbreaker is revamped, and he actually is a lot cooler, so he's definitely going to go a little bit above the old Thunderbreaker. I just added the word the image there twice, my bad. Then there is a Chase, or the Beast Tamer. I want to say Demon Slayer. Beast Tamer. Beast Tamer is freaking awesome, man. They actually stole this complete design for Devil May Cry 5. I believe one of the characters there actually has like a panther and a hawk and a golem stuff that he summons. So I touched something in Photoshop, now I have to press place. Love it. Anyway, Chase is pretty cool. I'm just going to place her. There we go. Yes, place the file, please. My bad. I'm going to put her in B tier just because of that. Because they straight up stole her, which is pretty nice. Then we have Hayato. Hayato is, if you ever main the Hayato, like his skills are quite okay, I guess. He's quite a bit of range for a warrior. But you have to play him without using any of the character skill sounds, because he just does like every time he attacks, which gets annoying super fast, therefore F tier. Then there is the warriors. This includes all the warriors, so not just the hero. The hero is, I think, somewhere up here. Then we have the Dark Knight, which is probably a bit cooler, somewhere up there. But then we have pages, and pages are the best class in MapleStory. They're even better than Pink Bean and Battle Mage, I would say. Actually, they're so good. They have God mode. They have mastered all the elements. They have 1,000,000 defense. You can't kill pages. Therefore, pages are actually above S tier, somewhere over there. And that concludes the list. So obviously, this list is purely based on facts. I try to leave my opinion out as much as possible, so you can't really argue with it. But let's just say there's this off chance that you do, then I really recommend that you create your own list. You can also create them for your, like, the best update that MapleStory has, or rate the updates at least, rate the MapleStory YouTubers. You can go crazy. I really want people to also create these type of lists as well. Spread the meme, guys. But yeah, this is the tier list. This is what it looks like. It might not be pretty, but this is it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.